1 in 5 U.S. adults experience mental illness each year, and 1 in 6 young people ages 6 to 17 experience a mental health disorder annually.
Yeah, but less than half of them actually receive treatment. That's according to the National Alliance on Mental Health, or NAMI, or I should say Mental Illness, or NAMI. Here to shine a light on education and support programs is Mary Thormalin from NAMI Sauk Valley. Mary, as always, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me back.
Of course, and you know, this is a very important topic that needs to be talked about because there's still that stigma attached to mental health as well as suicide.
Yes.
And what better month to do it than September, because it's National Suicide Awareness Month.
Yep, Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and it needs to be talked out loud and to normalize it so that we can help prevent it.
Absolutely. So taking a look at some other statistics, it is the 10th leading cause of death in adults in the U.S. 10th leading, second leading cause of death in ages 15 to 34, which is astonishing.
So it's second in 10 to 14, third in 15 to 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So like really
these are startling statistics.
They really are. Like a lot of our young people dealing with this. So it is preventable.
Yes, it is.
Which is what you're here to talk about today, among other things. So let's talk and go over some of those different warning signs for people. You provided us with a lot of that. So talking or writing about death or suicide, that's a warning sign.
Warning sign. Acting just kind of withdrawn. Sometimes reckless behavior, increased use of drugs or alcohol, even calling and saying goodbye to some people. There's quite a few, sleeping more, sleeping less. If you know the person, you can kind of tell that they're acting differently, and that's when you need to reach out. So. Yeah.
And there are many ways that you can do that, many varieties of interventions, but one thing that we really want to hit home, a very easy thing you can do is pick up the phone and dial 988.
Yep, 988 is a suicide and crisis lifeline. Scary thing is only about 40% of Americans know about that resource. And so this year, SAMHSA, which is the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, has deemed September 8th 988 Day, and that's to spread awareness about 988. And you can call or text 988, so for young people, sometimes texting might be better, but you can also get on 988lifeline.org and actually chat online with them. And you'll get somebody every time that's understands the crisis and is there to help.
It's available all day, 24 hours a day for people. And I was reading more about it. So we've known about 988 just being, I think, in the media and in the news. You know, when they created that hotline number, just making it those 3 digits, just trying to make all of that easier for people. You know, we're well versed in it, but to hear only 40% of Americans know about it is alarming.
Yes, and that's why I think that they have decided that this is something that we need, you know, SAMHSA said we need to make this a bigger deal. So they've really put an initiative into 988 Day.
And speaking of September 8th, the 8th through the 14th is Suicide Awareness Prevention Week. And so I know you've got a lot of initiatives at NAMI Sauk Valley. So what do you have planned for the week?
So we have decided to reach out to, it's about 17 schools in our region, 7,000 students. And we created bookmarks and 988 silicone bracelets, just to remind them that those services are available. We didn't put anything September on it so they can use it all year long. We provided the schools with some different ways that they can spread awareness throughout the month, and just let the kids understand and know that there are resources available.
Yeah, I love this. So I'm holding one of the bookmarks right now, and it says on it, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. And I like that because it's really in keeping with this isn't going to last forever. So whatever you're going through, it's not forever. And I think that is just huge. And then also coming up this month, so September 17th, you guys have an event, and you're participating in this event?
I am.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you.
I keep doing that, so September 17th, we're going to have mental illness and hospitalizations, what families should know. It's a presentation that I will be participating in, but also Amy Meyer from CGH Behavioral Unit, and she's going to talk about kind of what families should know if you need to have either yourself or a family member hospitalized, because it goes very quickly when that decision is made. And so it's nice to have that prepared. The other thing, what I'm going to bring in is I was hospitalized, and so I'm going to give an outlook of what led me to be hospitalized, but then afterwards. So the cool thing about today is actually
this is the day.
Today is 6 years since I was released from the hospital. So full circle to be coming out of the hospital 6 years ago and now on TV talking about suicide prevention and making sure nobody else goes through this. So
and good for you for doing such a positive thing after going through that experience and helping other people, because like you said, I mean, I'm sure you were one of those people who didn't want to talk about it. So later in the month of September, you are hosting what's called a Suicide Talk?
Suicide Talk, yep. It's going to be presented by one of our board members, Jeff Hippen. It's going to be at our Survivors of Suicide support group, but this presentation is going to be open to the public. And what it is just a presentation about ending the stigma about suicide, letting people understand it more, and teach them ways of preventing it, and just kind of ending that stigma around it and talk about it.
Super important.
Yeah.
Okay, well, for another look at the events planned for Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, visit NAMISaukArea.org. A reminder, if you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, you can call 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 24 hours a day. Mary, thank you as always,
Thank
just
you
for being such an amazing advocate and being on the show.
I appreciate you guys letting me come on.
You.